January 2005. A small European probe does something incredible. It smashes through the thick orange clouds of Titan, Saturn's largest moon, and lands on a world no one has ever touched. Delivered by NASA's Cassini spacecraft, this probe, named Huygens, became the first and only mission to land on a body in the outer solar system. It sent back hundreds of images and measurements, but one photograph, taken just 5 miles above the surface, still baffles scientists 2 decades later. This single image, showing strange, branching channels carved into the icy ground, is a mystery we're still trying to solve. What could have carved these river-like patterns? It certainly wasn't water. Titan is unbelievably cold, with an average temperature of minus 179 degrees Celsius. Water there is frozen as hard as rock. The leading theory is that liquid methane, the main component of natural gas, acts just like water does on Earth. It rains from the sky, flows through rivers, and collects in vast lakes. When Huygens landed, the surface looked like a dried-up river delta. The probe's camera revealed a network of channels that looked just like drainage systems we see right here on our own planet. This suggests that liquid has flowed there, either in the past or maybe even now. But it's not just the landscape that's fascinating. Titan's atmosphere is a chemical time capsule. It's mostly nitrogen with a little bit of methane, which is strikingly similar to what scientists believe Earth's early atmosphere was like billions of years ago. The big difference, of course, is the temperature. The surface is made of icy grains, and that extreme cold is what allows methane to exist as a liquid. But where did these channels come from? Was it seasonal methane rain that slowly etched them into the ice? Was it a massive, ancient flood that reshaped the entire area? Or could it be something even more exotic, like cryovolcanoes volcanoes that erupt with icy slush instead of molten rock? The image gives us the clues, but not the final answer. The mystery deepens when we look at the chemistry. Titan is covered in a thick, orange haze made of complex organic compounds called tholins. These are created when sunlight hits the methane in the atmosphere. These tholins are considered potential building blocks for life. They're rich in carbon and nitrogen, the essential elements for life as we know it. So, while Huygens found no direct signs of life, it did confirm that Titan is a natural laboratory for studying how life might begin. It's a place where the chemical ingredients are all there, just frozen in time. This makes Titan an incredible archive of planetary evolution, packed with the same carbon-based molecules that eventually led to life on Earth. We can study the processes there that we can't replicate in any lab, giving us a window into our own planet's distant past. The entire Huygens mission on the surface lasted for just 72 minutes, a little over an hour. But in that short time, it delivered a treasure trove of data. The probe landed softly, with a gentle bounce, on a surface that felt like damp sand mixed with water ice pebbles. Its descent camera captured a series of images at different altitudes, which were stitched together to create a stunning mosaic of the journey down. And that one critical frame, taken from 5 miles up, remains the most debated piece of the puzzle. It shows a landscape that has clearly been shaped by flowing liquid, but without being able to move or stay longer. Huygens couldn't tell us if these riverbeds were ancient relics, or if methane had flowed through them recently. Later on, the Cassini spacecraft used radar to map Titan from orbit and discovered something amazing: massive lakes of liquid methane and ethane near the moon's poles. Some of these lakes are huge, like Kraken Mare, which is larger than all of North America's Great Lakes combined. But Huygens landed near the equator, where there were no large bodies of liquid nearby. This just adds to the complexity. Were the channels it saw remnants of an older, wetter climate on Titan? Or did it just happen to capture the aftermath of a rare equatorial rainstorm? The science is still unsettled, and that single photograph continues to spark debate among planetary scientists. It's a 90-minute snapshot of an alien world that has left us with more questions than answers, and that's where the next chapter of Titan exploration begins. NASA is preparing to send a revolutionary new mission called Dragonfly, scheduled to launch in 2028 and arrive in the mid-2030s. Dragonfly isn't a stationary lander like Huygens. It's a nuclear-powered, car-sized drone, a rotorcraft that will fly from place to place across Titan's surface. Instead of just one landing spot, Dragonfly will visit dozens of locations, hopping across the moon's equatorial dune fields. Its mission is to be a mobile laboratory, analyzing the surface chemistry in detail. It will specifically search for complex organic molecules and the chemical processes that could be precursors to life. Dragonfly's target is a region called Shangri-La, an area rich in hydrocarbon dunes that are believed to contain some of Titan's oldest and most well-preserved materials. While Huygens gave us a brief, tantalizing glimpse, Dragonfly will conduct a long-term field study, operating for multiple years. It will investigate the weather, the atmosphere, and the ground composition, trying to understand the full story of this incredible moon. This mission isn't just about exploring Titan. It's about searching for the chemical pathways that could lead to life, not just on Titan, but potentially anywhere in the galaxy. It's the next logical step in our quest to understand our place in the universe, all inspired by a single, mysterious image sent back nearly 2 decades ago. So, from a brief 72-minute encounter to a multi-year flying laboratory, our exploration of Titan is just getting started. The mysteries Huygens uncovered are now the targets for Dragonfly. This frozen, hazy world, with its methane rivers and organic sand, might hold the secrets to one of humanity's biggest questions. Are we alone? The answers are waiting for us, locked in the ice of Saturn's largest moon. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of our solar system, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into space exploration. See you next time.